Many people are well familiar with the voice cast of the amazing Digital Circus and definitely know who Lizzie Freeman is. She's the very same girl who voices one of the most popular characters on the internet right now. This is what she looks like today, but she used to look quite different before. Recently, a small bit of drama has formed around her, and here's how she herself commented on the situation. Okay guys, don't email me or my castmates to ask if I have an ED. I do not, and I'm honestly baffled. To comment on someone's body in any capacity or to make assumptions based on how they look is never okay. Yes, I lost weight starting in 2020 and reached my goal in 2022. Before, I was in constant pain, on the path to developing diabetes, and my mother had just undergone a double knee replacement surgery. I didn't want that to be my future. And yes, I drew the movie version of Glinda. That doesn't mean I want to look like Ariana Grande, I just means like the musical Wicked. If I looked thinner earlier this year, it's because I started taking Adderall for my ADHD, and I had to adjust to it suppressing my appetite. If you struggle with body dysphoria or an ED, you should talk to an adult you trust. I didn't want to post about this since it is a sensitive topic, but me and my colleagues have now received multiple emails like this. It's not as caring as you think it is, so please stop. Even though the amazing Digital Circus fandom is honestly one of the most reasonable ones out there, there's still a small group of fans who do these awful things. Lizzie Freeman herself perfectly described how unethical and tactless it is to write or ask something like that. But the real problem is that the amazing Digital Circus and everyone involved in the project have already gone far beyond the limits of a small indie show, and their popularity has grown proportionally to the show's own rise. Because of all this, it's not just Lizzie Freeman who's been affected. I'd even say that compared to Gooseworx or Michael Kovac, she barely gets any hate at all. Those two constantly face some really terrifying stuff, and we're going to talk about that right now. I'll also tell you about one situation that didn't exactly cause drama, but showed just how dangerous massive popularity can be, and how literally one single scene revealed a lot about the amazing Digital Circus fandom. So on June 2nd, one of UTTP's so-called leaders, Glenn, declared that it was time to go after the Digital Circus fandom with special attention aimed at encouraging everyone on the site to participate. But for UTTP members, it was mandatory. One of their biggest targets? Michael Kovac. Their so-called hunt for him has been going on for a while now. I won't show all the replies UTTP members have been leaving under Michael's posts. YouTube would definitely take this video down. But if UTTP's activity was limited to just replying to posts on Twitter or chatting on their own sites, maybe it wouldn't be that dangerous. But the problem turned out to be way worse. UTTP members literally started leaking Michael Kovac's private information, including his phone number and home address. And he's not the only one who got hit. Lizzie Freeman, the voice actress for Pomni, also became a target. What's truly shocking is that they're actually proud of what they've done, even though what they're doing is straight up illegal. All of it, is fully criminal and can easily land them in prison for years if it comes to that. Even Gooseworx wasn't safe. Some of her accounts were hacked and her private data was leaked right on their site. And honestly, I don't even want to comment on some of the posts made by UTTP members. The main threat doesn't even come from UTTP themselves. Yeah, they definitely cause chaos and toxicity, but I really doubt they'd do anything in real life outside their little bubble. The fact that they're leaking personal data is just disgusting, mostly because that kind of info could end up in the hands of someone who actually knows how to use it with bad intentions. We'll talk about a few more dramas surrounding the Digital Circus today, but to wrap this one up, I just want to say that behavior like this online shouldn't go unpunished. But let's take a little break and talk about the latest drama surrounding the Digital Circus. And this one's all about the circus itself with no outsiders involved this time. Lately, there's been more and more hate toward Regatha, and I keep seeing comments like, "I'm glad more people are catching on to the fact that Regatha sucks," or "She's so dumb looking. I hate her so much. I hate Regatha." And if these users are being, let's say, relatively mild, there are tons of posts that go way harder, like, "I actually can't stand Regatha. Ever since episode 1, I hate her. I hate her so much, and I don't know why. Twizzler hair having ass." And obviously all of this started after the events we saw in episode 5. Jax ended up catching some heat too, cause yeah, he was the main trigger for that burst of aggression. And Pomni, who was just trying to calm Regatha down, got dragged into it too. That's exactly when the mass bullying of Regatha kicked off. And if those earlier posts I showed you just came off as personal hate towards her, this next one, way more alarming. Regatha sucks, I hope she abstracts. That's messed up. No matter how you feel about a character, wishing something like that on them is just not okay. Meanwhile, let's not forget, I said this drama involves not just Regatha, but Jax too, and that's where it gets wild. With all the recent hate around Regatha, you can see more and more posts throwing serious shade at Jax, like, "Hate that stupid purple rabbit from the amazing digital circus. Hope to God he dies, bruh. Can't stand to see my enemies succeed and live." Jax. Regatha, kill that thing, I support you. It's clear the fandoms split into two camps fighting each other. Some hype Jax for his honesty and realness, especially after learning about Ribbit, and how Episode 5 made Jax the most popular character in Digital Circus. Meanwhile, those same fans trash Regatha, calling for her to be erased from the show. The other side hates Jax hard, calling him the biggest jerk in the circus and seeing Regatha as the most positive, kind, and genuine character. Which side are you on? Really curious to hear your thoughts. And on top of all that, Goose posted on Blue Sky saying, "Don't get me wrong, Jax is still my favorite character, but some of you guys make too many excuses for his behavior. He has reasons for why he acts the way he does, but he's still not a good person." This post kind of confirms we shouldn't take Jax as the good guy he seemed to be in Episode 5, and there's another leak from Gooseworx that backs this up, but more on that real soon. And here we come to the heart of the new drama, and many are sure it's all about misogyny. Every female character who displays any sort of complex emotion will be called an abuser at this point. It's like the misogynistic, unpreventable event for every fandom at this point. Or, I hate seeing so many people dog on Regatha for being fake. She's not fake, she's optimistic, and all she's ever done is be kind and sweet to the rest of the cast, and only acts in ways to benefit everyone, but yet she ends up isolated and underappreciated. I swear if she abstracts. Opinions like this are popping up more and more on X, Reddit, and beyond. Misogyny or any kind of hate based on prejudice is disgusting, but should we see misogyny as the only reason behind this drama? I don't think so. I don't rule it out as a cause, but this whole situation needs to be looked at from every angle, not just blamed solely on misogyny. Besides that, this drama has favoritism too, and like I said before, after Episode 5 dropped, Jax became the most popular character in the digital circus again, so naturally he's got the biggest fan base. Since Episode 5 basically pits Jax and Regatha against each other, it's only logical that fans crazy about one will hate the other. Also, if we remember what Regatha was like at the start of the show, and what she turned into later, it's no surprise many fans started doubting her character, and this scene just won't leave my mind.
Can you move?
Yo, Jax. I, hate you, but I don't want you to hate me. Is that weird?
You're drunk or something.
Some weird double standards mixed with sudden changes in behavior, plus a bit of misogyny and favoritism. That's what sparked this nasty drama centered around Regatha. As you've probably noticed, the main takeaway from this video is that massive popularity brings a lot of problems, not only from haters, but also from the amazing digital circus fans themselves. Still, it's important to point out that situations like these are actually pretty rare, and that's exactly why they get talked about so much. In the grand scheme of things, I'd say the amazing digital circus is really lucky with its fandom.